Hey, hello, and I'm back. Sorry for the long delay yet again. I always say that in every video. It's just so hard with our British weather, which I always say on the videos as well. Anyway, we've got a good run of weather and I want to do a new video. So if you watched, which many of you did, ground handling a key to success, I want to break that video down. So my first thing I want to work on with my little toy, I want to break down and show you pitch control. So pitch control is when the wing is on the ground. Well, it doesn't have to be on the ground, it can be in the air. And when you apply brakes, the glider falls back. And when you release the brakes, the glider shoots forwards. That is pitch. Forward and backward. And we want it to sit perfectly above our heads like that. When we're ground handling or flying, we want it to sit there. Okay? So I want to go over with you where to apply the brakes and where to release the brakes for your pitch control. Super important. So we're going to go up the hill right now and I'm going to demonstrate. Let's do it. Thanks for subscribing again, guys. And please, if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It really helps me keep the channel going and building. Cheers, guys. Let's get up the hill. Woohoo! Okay, we are on site. So we've got 3 students today. So you'll see us doing a bit of pitch control, shouting pressure, brakes up, arms up, etc. Anyway, with them. And then in between, sorry, there's a bug on my hat. And then in between, myself and Sean will actually do some practical and show you on the camera as well. So we'll film the students where they get pitch control wrong. And then you'll hear us telling them where they should be putting brake on and where they should be arms up to get the glider. So if the glider's hanging back, it's arms up and the glider will come forward. If the glider's shooting forwards, you need to apply brake to back the glider up. So if you've got brake on, the glider will hang back. And if you release the brake, the glider will come forward. So, and then once it's above you and you're running, you've got to have that little bit of pressure to keep the glider stabilized above your head. We're not going to talk about roll today. That's going to be the next video. This is all about pitch control.
But what would be good is if we have a wing and we show you how to do it wrong and then show you how to do it
Yeah,
right.
we'll show you the wrong pitch control.
What can happen when it's wrong.
So what will happen when you've got too much pressure on and not enough pressure on. So we'll show you some failed launches and ground handling, doing it wrong on purpose, and then we'll show you why it went wrong and how to do it right.
Be a good fun day.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Let's do it. So this is Steph. She's hopefully going to pass her EP today, all be well. She does some good pitch control. No pressure.
I'm excited, honestly. I've waited and waited. Yeah, it's been a long time coming for Steph.
Only because of the weather, though.
Oh, yeah, it's only the weather. Sorry, yeah, that made me sound rubbish, didn't
So
it?
this wing is actually Sean's
Not for want of
hook, because this is the hook 5. Sean went for the hook 6, so Steph bought Sean's hook 5.
So, okay.
So
That's all correct. No, so now, before we do anything,
so what we'll do is she hasn't had to go for
if it did go
probably about 6 to 8 weeks. So what we'll do is we'll just watch her do a few launches. Her pitch control probably won't be all that good because she's had quite a long break. So we're going to use the students for a bit. They can be our little demo pilots, and then I'll do some demos and probably Sean will as well later on. So we've just arrived. The other 2 are just setting up. So Jason here hasn't flown yet, so hopefully he's going to do his first flights today. And Manny there hopefully will also pass his EP today. So let's see how she gets on for her first goes. It's been 6 to 8 weeks, so she might be a bit rubbish to start with.
You've got to power that wing, release, and keep the run on.
Contacts in the other hole on the enclosure.
In the right direction. Is the wind?
Yeah, your direction's good there, yeah.
Loads of power.
Loads of powers, no wind. That's good. Now you can turn and now run. Well, that's impressive. Less brake. See, she got too much brake on. Pitch control. She also had too much left arm on. Let me just turn around. You had way too much brake on. So there you go. First go. So as she turned and ran, she had far too much brake pressure on. And also left brake pressure more than right. So she had that much brake pulled on, the glider didn't stay up. She actually backed it back to the ground. And because she had left brake on as well, the glider spun over the top and gone leading edge down. So, as I say, we're going to sort of forget roll control today. We're just talking pitch control. So she had too much brake pressure on. She needed to release her arms up a bit to let the glider come above her.
You are doing it quickly, that turn and go, you've got to be really on your pitch control then. Okay, all right. So as you turn and go, just a little bit of brake, just to hold it in the air sturdy.
Yeah, you had too much brake pressure on. The thing to remember is when it's light wind like this, so if I just pick some grass up, look, there's no wind. So when there's very little wind, you've got to move backwards while pulling. You've got to give it a bit more effort. If there's plenty of wind, i.e. 10 miles an hour, it's more gentle on the pull and you walk to the wing. So you pendulum out the power zone, because if it's windy, you pull and you don't try and walk to it. As it comes into the power zone, the wind window, it will just pull you forwards toward the wing and you'll probably fall over. So as you pull on a windier day, you'll walk to the wing. So on a windy day, pull gentle. On a light wind day, more aggressive.
You're going to run to that brown patch. You may not get off from here. Right, it depends how fast you run. Okay, fine, but just keep it going.
I think you need to run sort of to me a bit more. The wind's about there at the moment.
Okay, and just so if I do take off, if you did, you would literally only just take.
So it will be a running reverse launch. Not a lot of wind, no. Oh, there's enough wind now. If you put plenty of effort in, that'll go.
Yeah, let me just walk a little bit towards the wing. Okay.
Lots of effort while you're pulling, running backward. Go.
Go. Slow.
Now you can turn. Now go. Much better pitch. Bit of brake, bit of pitch brake there. Bit of pressure. Very good. Much better. Now you can twist back and hit the brakes. Step under it. Bit slow on your step under it, that's all. That was really good for the low wind conditions. Doing a running reverse is quite hard.
Thank you.
That was miles better, as you could see. That really was a second attempt. We're not editing this till she's done 20 and got it right. That was a second go. So as you could see on her second go, she had much less brake and she was feeling it better. If I'm being picky, she could have had, as she was running, getting up speed, she could have had a little tiny bit more pressure. Just a bit more. It was almost just going past 12 o'clock. But I'm being a bit picky really, but it was pretty good. I'd give it 99% out of 100. I don't know why I said that. 9 out of 10. Your pitch control as you're running, if it's hanging back, arms up. If it's coming forward, a bit more pressure. Go for it. Now. Look where you're going, look where you're running. Bit of pressure there. That's good. Pressure there. When the glider shoots forward, a bit of pressure. Now run hard.
It's going forwards and being able to feel it rather than seeing it.
Slightly right. Very good. Really nice control. Great pitch control. So when the glider shoots forward, you're applying brake. If you watch her arms, it's hard to see because they're small movements. Step under the wing. Yeah, she didn't step under the wing. Whenever the low side, whichever low side it is, you should step under. But as I keep saying, we'll do roll control on the next one. That was pretty good.
It's just one piece.
Pitch control, see, as it came to the top, he hit the brake. Look at his arms, look, on and off. Small movements, look. And then once you get up to airspeed, a bit more pressure like that, and you'll be off. It's a very shallow hill, this is. We'll move to the higher hill later. The But you could see his pitch control was bang on. His arms were on and off, feeling the glider all the way down the slope. Brilliant. There. Because if it's crosswind, the wing will come up and then it'll just pendulum hard.
Yeah.
If we just bring you a bit more to there.
Right. It's easier when there's more wind for this.
Yes.
Get your position right.
Maybe we'll do some forward launches short in a bit. So remember, as you turn and you're running,
Yeah.
as you get up to speed, a little bit more brake pressure, and that's when you'll lift off. As you're applying the brake pressure, it's giving you that higher angle of attack, more pressure underneath the wing, and that's when you'll lift off.
Fine.
Just wait for the wing to come a bit squarer. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's there now, look. So if you were to launch now, the wing would come up and weathercock there. You'll be trying to run that way and the wing wants to face that way. Just give it a second. As soon as we feel it more there, and make sure you keep your eye on that brown patch.
Yeah, I was looking at it the first time. I think I forgot about it the second time.
Not far off now. Let's just have another check. Not far off.
Yeah.
If you run just to the left of it, you should be all right.
Yeah.
Give it a go. Very good. Very nice. Pitch control. Yes, good catch. Bit of pressure there.
Okay.
Pressure there, pressure there. Very nice.
Okay, so you've taken that on the inside, I think. Just pick that back in.
Brilliant, Steph.
Well done.
So she did step under it that time,
So your right hand.
but she didn't brake with the one arm. So the glider, as you saw, fell, and she did step, but then you need to brake the way you're stepping, and she pulled both brakes. But we're not doing roll control, we're doing pitch control. Very good. Okay, Manny, you can do one for me if you want. If you want, we could do rope to get you a bit higher.
Let's have another go like
Yeah, go for it. Anywhere he is nice. Slightly to the left of the patch there is good.
Okay. More this side.
I think you're good here. Later on, hopefully you can do a flight down to the car park bit. There's a lovely launch, you can fly down. See how the day goes. Good confidence building this.
It is very good direction. Like Sean said, for me currently it's the landings
Yeah,
when there's not a lot of wind.
yeah.
Because if there's resistance, it slows you down, you can flare that nicely. Yesterday, there was no wind.
No,
at the bottom.
so you've got to be arms up, loads of speed. When you're waist height, gentle, 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 gentle the lot.
Right, okay.
Because if you come in about waist height and hit the lot, exactly, you'll swoop up, then there's nothing.
Yeah.
But this is nice now. Straight to the brown patch, it's bang on the wind is. The quicker you run, as you get to speed, bit more pressure, and that's when you'll lift off. And then relax. Try not to sit down because you'll be back on the ground.
Don't have time. Okay.
Wind is great now. Just walk to the side a bit, Steph. Yeah.
I think I'll get too far.
Sean's putting pressure on me now.
Yeah, no pressure. Don't mess it up.
Wind's bang on, mate. It'll go. Very nice. Beautiful, man. Watch his arms. Watch his arms. See?
Oh, right down. Yeah.
On and off, look. Perfect pitch control.
Oh, wow.
He went slightly to the left. He needed a bit more right. Really good. Good. That's good. Good, good. Not too much pressure. Not too much. That's way too much. That's why it's landed.
Oh, I see. I flipped it round.
Yeah, way too much pressure. Very good. Now you can turn. Look where you're running. Gentle. That's good. Now you've got it. That's really good. Now arms up a bit. Very good. Little bit of pressure. Very good. Perfect pitch control. And a little flight. And another flight. And another flight.
I'll take this on and I'm going to go and get this. Don't try and go up without your stick.
So pull, 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 almost to the top, bit of brake pressure there. And then when you turn, I've got a little bit on, look. Little bit on while I'm not going to rush the run, just to show you haven't got to panic. But look, I've just got a little bit of feel on. Now if I have too much on, watch what happens, watch what happens. Move away, Sean. You're too close, they need to see the wing. So as I'm running, if I have too much on, the wing will hang back like that, look. And if I release and run, too late. And if I don't have enough on when I'm running, if I don't have enough on, that will happen. Because I didn't have any pressure on. You've got to have some pressure on. I'll quickly show you, if this happens, you don't need to disconnect. If this happens, watch. This is just going off topic a bit, but if this happens on you, just bring the risers together, rose the glider like this, and remember it's gone forward on us, so bring it to here, to your glider, and just do this, boom. And we're back correct now. People unclip and everything and step and move. You don't need to do none of that. Just walk to it, rose up and throw it back over. It's back in the right position now. If you stay there, Sean, I'll just go to here and we'll do another one. Okay. So pull, 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 bit of brake pressure at the top. And then as you're moving forward, you've got a bit on, look, a bit. If it shoots forward, apply brake. If it hangs back, less brake. Then when you get up to speed, then you can apply a bit more. And then always remember your twist back. If it falls, step and brake. So it falls square. So if it falls one way, step and brake. But I keep telling you, we'll come back to that one. There's not a great deal of wind. So when you take the A's, not much wind, more of a pull. When it's windy, it's fingertip pull. So when it's windy, it's a gentle pull and pendulum walk to the wing. But in these conditions, because it's dead light, it's more of an effort. It's pull, 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 pull. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Release, bit of brake, and then run. Got pressure on, look. Bit of pressure all the time. You've always got to have that bit of pressure on. So it's like that. It's pressure, pressure on, pressure off, pressure on, pressure off. So pressure on, the wing will fall back. Pressure off, the wing will come forward. And we want to just find that happy medium where it just stays above our heads and run, run, run. When you get up to speed, a bit more pressure. The angle of attack of wing, as you pull the brakes, the angle of attack of wing goes like this. Higher pressure under the wing and you'll lift off. And then when you fly away from the hill, the rule of thumb is you've took off, you know you're not going to re-land, relax and sit back and hands by your ears. Here with the brakes. Let's do another one while you're here. Nice breeze now.
I'm going to concentrate on your controls.
Okay, so I've got the brakes, take the A's, not too much wind, so it's a pull, 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 pull. Here it comes almost at the top. Release, brake, then turn. And I've just got that feel on, look, bit of feel, on and off. Doesn't look like I'm doing much, but I am. Look, bits on, bits off. If it's hanging back, arms up. When it shoots forward, pressure on. Run again, it's hanging back, look. Run. That's good. Hanging back, run. Here it comes forward, pressure, 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 and then release again. Just like that.
That is the centre of your wing, and that's where you're going to want to be. Okay?
Yeah.
Next, you set up your forward launch. You only ever do these in very light wind.
Yeah.
Because if the wind picks up, it'll take you backwards. So all of your controls over your forearm, all of them, even sit it in the crease of your arm.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, I'm going to do this for you because we're on your own. It's quite difficult to do on your own. So your brake handle, just your brake handle. And then we're going to do...
Do I want to start braking as I'm launching as well?
I'll tell you in a sec.
Right.
Let's get you set up. So just hold on to your brakes.
Yeah.
Right, now if you ran with just your brakes, the wing wouldn't come up, would it?
No.
So you need to check, this is your check, that the A's are on top and they're all clear.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're checking, there's your A's. Everything's fine, so there's no
that's good.
twists. So these, exactly,
Hold them low down.
hold them about here,
Yeah.
right on the tip of the car, and it comes up
The gliders always launch nicer if you hold them that little bit lower.
Yeah.
right there. That's
Yeah,
it.
perfect.
Now, this is what you're going to do.
I need to get
So,
the direction right.
Relax W,
Yeah.
okay? You're going to stare into the distance.
Mhm.
If you stared at the floor as if you're doing a running race, what will happen is you'll pull the glider over and
Yeah.
it'll frontal. So if you stand proud and look into the distance, as you go to run, it's going to pull, 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 release a little bit of pressure as you're walking forward. But try
Okay.
and focus into the distance. It's all going to be feel,
Yeah.
okay? So
You can look up at the wing once it's above your head just to make sure you're happy that it's all there and it all looks good. But don't be looking up all the time. You want to look where you're running. So you want to be running towards Sean.
Yeah.
you'll run towards me, nice upright run. You're kind of running like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an upright run. I'll shout release.
Okay. What, to release the A's?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then just keep running.
Okay.
Where you go. Upright run. Very nice. Release and run. Perfect. Well done. Bit more pressure. Bit more pressure. There you go. Did you see that, guys? He almost, well, he didn't have any pressure on. Now you can see that the glider's solid and staying where he wants it. If he hadn't hit the pressure then, that definitely would have frontaled on him. But he's constantly got a nice bit of pressure on now. Beautiful launch. Really good launch. Turn, bit of pitch, turn. Very good. Feel the pitch control now, feel the brake pressure. Yeah, that's really great. So much better. The wind's actually slightly from her right now and she can feel it. Look, she's just turned right. Now she's banging to wind again. That was just feel because I didn't tell her that. Very good. Okay, pitch control on a windy day. So it is windier. It actually keeps coming through pretty strong. So here's the launch. Let me show you the launch. So, but first of all, get that square wall. I'm going to use my fingertips. I've showed you this on videos before. Fingertips, fingertip, fingertip, foot forward, and I'm ready to run forward. So as soon as it bites, I'm going to let these go. It's dead important now for the pitch control to stop the wing at the top. You've got to stop it at the right point. If you don't stop it and it overflies, it'll leading edge come down, bounce, re-inflate, and then I'll end up getting dragged. So watch, finger, finger, wind's picked up, gentle pull, stop pulling, run at it, pressure, and then you can turn. So look, I've got pressure on, look. I don't want it to go forward, but I don't want it to go behind me. Wind's picked up now. But I'm constantly feeling the pressure, look. If you look at the wing, I want the wing to stay 12 o'clock right above my head. So gentle, gentle. See, if I was to apply too much brake now when I turn, I'll just bring the glider behind me and it'll drag me back like that. And you can't walk forward because you're telling it to pull you backward. But you can't let your arms fully off because sooner or later, it'll frontal on you. And if it frontals in the high wind, as I say, when it bounces against the lines, hits the ground, it'll reopen and boom, you got dragged. So watch, I'll take off, just watch the movements of the brakes. Oh, I'll take off, look, so bit of pressure on, feel, 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 feel. Let's do that again. Don't do this bit. Don't do that bit. So here we go again, look, I'm feeling the, I'm just doing my fingertips to show you how light and gentle it is. Fingertips, and I'm constantly got a bit of feel on. And here we go, we're away. Oh, that's windy, blimey, that's windy. Hellish windy now. All right, I'll show you another one. Whoa, that's well windy. Come on, baby. Never flare hard in high wind. Oh, it's well windy. That's another tip. When it's honking, when it's really windy, do not flare hard. You flare hard, again, you're going to get dragged. My flare then was hardly anything. Let me just show you that again. Going off topic a bit. Let me just show you how much you flare when it's blowing a gale when you're landing. It's hardly anything. Funny enough, just what I've been telling you, Dave. Just rear risers this is. Just rear risers. Very windy now. All you need is the rear risers. You do not need to take wraps of the brakes. Just hold the rear risers and walk slow. Keep them in front of your hip. It's blowing a gale at the moment. Well, I say a gale, it's flyable if you keep out the front. This is where you've got to be good at pitch control. Just get to the leading edge of the hill, because if you try and launch too far on top of a hill when it's windy, you won't get forward. Here's good. In fact, it might be a bit far back here. Yeah, we'll go a bit more. Try it there. Okay, take the controls. Got the brakes. If you look at the wall, it's a bit too high. Okay, it's really windy now. So for a start, I'm going to lower the wall. So I'm just going to step to it slightly. Don't go too low on your wall when it's this. Well, that is well windy now. It's all right. Once you're on these like this, that can blow 30 miles an hour. It will not go anywhere now. Won't go anywhere.
That is about 25 miles an hour.
It's pretty windy. Plus the wing's too big for me. So just stand like this. You don't need it on your hips if you don't need it on your hips. If it's really pulling you, pull it to your hips. But if it's not pulling you, just release them a tad. Because if you pull them too far, you actually make the trailing edge start to launch. So about there's good. It's not that comfortable. Just wait for this to go through. Oh, it's really come up, that has. But yeah, rear risers is all you need when it's blowing. It's rear risers. So the rear risers, while we're waiting, you should know this, but the rear risers are where your brakes connect to. Look, I've got all the rear system there. There. Just keeping it there. I'll just see if it lulls down.
Rear riser, really well there.
So it's all gentle while we're waiting for this wind to go through. So when it's windy, when you're windy launching, it's very gentle on the pull and run at the wing. Take the power out the wing, and as it almost gets to the top, a tiny dink of brake pressure. Don't hit it hard. If you hit it hard, you'll take off. But you won't be facing the right way, and then you'll panic, and then you'll hit the brakes even harder and you'll get dragged. It's a little dink of brake at the top, which hopefully I'll show you again in a minute. High wind takeoff. I'll run out and I'll run straight back in. I'll show you how little you have to flare in high wind. This is high wind. It's flyable, so don't be sending me a message going, if it's that windy you shouldn't be flying. It's flyable, but it is windy. Here we go. Here's another tip. If your wing's doing that, let me try and make it do that again. If it starts bouncing like that, watch my body. 6 inches to the wing. Fingertips, pull, run at it, bit of brake, and then just leaning on the pressure. just leaning on the pressure and feeling it off the hill. All right, rear risers, watch, rear risers. Tell you what, Sean, you stay here, I'll launch and do a landing here and show you, Dave, while you're here, and you lot watching, how little flare there is in high wind.
What you need to do, I know it's really windy, but what you
He's doing, yeah, I'll do a normal landing and twist, yeah. Okay, I'll do a traditional launch, and I'll come in and do a traditional proper windy landing, and I'll show you the touch with hardly any flare, whip around and punch the brakes and run at it. This is going off topic a bit because this isn't really pitch control, but I'll just show you guys so you know how to do it. Bloody hell, it's really windy now. All right. Woo! Okay, traditional landing approach in high wind. Watch the flare. Get the other side of you. Stand up early. Flare, turn, punch, run. It's got to be that quick. It's got to be that quick. It's flare, turn, punch, run. Because it's windy. If you don't do it quick, like your life depends on it, you will get dragged. Shall I do one more? So what I see is people now trying to walk the wings back to the hill like this, or like this. Never do that. Never do that. If you do that and the wing does start to drag, you've tied yourself in, you're handcuffed to the wing, you're out of control, and it's not, you're pulling that much rear on, the wing will, in a minute, the trailing edge will start to launch, and then it'll horse you in the sky and you're locked in. Really bad news. I'll try and get it to horseshoe. I don't really like doing this because this can really go wrong. Here we go. Well, that's windy. So no rear riser. This is what people do. I'm going to do it, watch. Look, I'm not putting that on. I am not in control. My hands are killing me because I'm getting line burn. I'm seriously not in control. Rear riser. I'm 1000% in control now. I'm totally relaxed. I'm not putting it on. I was not happy then. But now, rear riser, slowly walk. Do that, you'll never get dragged. Right, I'll do one more windy landing with pitch control on the launch. It's all right. Actually, one of our ex-students is about to land, I think. Let's just see how he gets on here. No, he's not. All right, let's do another windy landing. The wind has eased a bit. I'm going to launch from here. Gentle pull, keep low, run at it, and gentle pressure at the top. I'm not going to twist. I'm going to keep my weight out this way to get it to the front because it's blooming picking up again. So I'm keeping my centre of gravity really low. If I stand upright, I'll be going that way. So you've got to keep this. You've got to keep low. Ah, it's bloody picked up again.
Here we go.
Keep low, got to keep low. Look at my movements, really gentle. If you do anything harsh and fast, again, you'll induce lift and I'll end up taking off and getting dragged. Don't run, there's no point running. If I run, I'll take off. Oh, that's a bit of a lull now. Bit of a lull. Oh, don't take off. Oh, you. Flare. See, no flare. Okay. Here we come. So coming in at 45 degrees off the wind window. It's very windy now. I'm drifting really harsh. You must be ready to turn into the wind. You've got to be ready to turn into the wind for touchdown. And watch the flare. Be very gentle on the flare. So I'll lose a bit of height just here, just drift in. Stand up early because your weight comes forward. Get it into wind. Just going to do some small S turns to scrub altitude. Ah, my contact lens has just moved. Anyway, watch the flare, watch the flare. Watch the flare. There ain't no flare. Turn, punch, run. It's got to be that quick. Oh, my bloody contact lens. These are shit. Oh, it's dropped off lovely now. Come on, baby. Let's go do some more pitch control. Watch. Real gentle on the pull. Keep your centre of gravity low. He bites, let go. Keep low. Pressure, pressure. Keep low. Pressure. Ugh. If you're going backwards, you've got to wait till you touch. Just a bit of pressure. Back up. Release the brake and you'll come forward. Gives you time to do that. Right, come to me, Shani. Once you've landed, look at my wall. Walk to it, to about there. Rear, rear. You'll never get dragged. Here we go, we'll do something, we'll add something to this video. When I was a beginner, I'd get to this position, I'm like, how do I rose it up? Because you try and rose it now, and it's just ripping out your hands and it's inflating like a big hot air balloon. Forget the brakes, don't even put the brakes on. Rear risers to your hips, take them in one hand. So we're pulling all that rear riser on with my right hand, left hand, across all the mailons. So all the pressure now is going to the left hand. Forget all this, don't worry about these, who cares? You don't want to get dragged. I'm going to go to a wingtip while I'm rosing, don't mess around. Go to a wingtip, rose, wingtip, rose. Look what the wing's doing. It's turning off the wind. Get to there till you're touching cloth. Make sure you're touching cloth. Grab this wingtip and do that, and do that, and let it go. That will not go anywhere in a gale force wind, because the wind, because I've flipped that over and I've flipped that under, that will not go anywhere. Now, if you're a bit OCD like me, pop your brakes on, so follow them back, don't just pop them on, follow them back so you know that they're not around the riser. Pull it through, there's no rush, pull it through and make sure it's the right way. Happy days. Same this side, grab the brake and just follow it along. Pop them on, because if you don't do it now and you go and have a break, when you come back you'll be in a right state. So that's that bit. Harness off. Step out, don't twist. Step out and then just bring the harness over onto that wingtip. Never go anywhere. I've done that bit on Key to Success, ground under the Key to Success. I've already done that bit, so you can have that one for free as well. It's give.
It always gives.
This is Dave.
Oh yeah.
Dave passed with us a few weeks ago and he's flown in this wind today. He must, I don't know, is it the school or is it the school or is it luck? I don't know.
You've been up about 2 hours, haven't you?
About that, yeah.
2-hour flight.
Awesome.
And a major windy top landing.
Yeah. Hi guys, happy days. Hope that helps. Thanks for subscribing again. We're off to France. What day is it, Sean? What day?
On Monday.
Oh, my heart rate. Look at that. I'm not even scared. Look at that. 86. What's the date, Shani?
We go on Monday 24th.
My phone. Yes, it's the 22nd of June. We'll be there on the 24th. So if you're in France, come and say hello. It'd be great to have a chat with you. Keep subscribing. See ya.